Is I got a chance to watch the Odyssey, and this was my second most anticipated movie of the year. I'm a massive Christopher Nolan fan. He's my favorite director of all time. He's made my favorite film of all time, Inception. Now, I will make a full review where I talk about a lot of things more in detail. Right now, I just want to share my initial thoughts. Coming off of the reviews, which were extremely positive, I was basically expecting this to be the best movie I've seen this year, one of Nolan's best. It's pretty high up there, but I'm not as high on this as some other critics and people I trust seem to be. I will say this movie is amazing at creating scale. This movie feels big and epic, and that's in every sense of the word. A lot of people use it to describe other movies. This is one of those cases where it absolutely deserves to be called epic. There's some phenomenal performances here. My favorite one is Anne Hathaway. I think she was absolutely fantastic. It might be her best performance that I've ever seen. And Matt Damon is incredible in the lead here. And as you get into the third act, this is absolutely one of the best third acts I've seen in a movie in a long time. With all that said, I do have a couple of issues with this movie. The biggest one for me is how Nolan shoots his action sequences just really frustrates me. There's a lot of shaky cam. There's moments where I'm like, I really wish the camera wasn't doing a lot of this. There's also a few other moments. I think generally speaking, the action is still really good. It's just not top notch the way everything else in this movie is. And another thing that kind of held this movie back for me is the use of practical effects. I understand that Nolan wants to keep everything practical, especially with the Cyclops. I could tell that it was a puppet, and I wasn't like, oh, that's a character. Like, it didn't feel like a character to me. I was like, that's obviously something being moved around by people. I kind of wish that there was parts of this movie that embraced the more fantastical stuff, because this is a fantasy, massive in scope and big in scale, and it is all of those things for the most part. But when you get into some of those more fantastical sequences where gods are there, and then there's obviously the Cyclops, which is supposed to be this big monster thing, I just didn't feel that. I will say though, what I'm really happy about with this movie is it's a story that's thousands of years old, that has been told multiple times by different people, different iterations, and that's something that Nolan gets to tackle with a giant budget, with a huge cast. This is not something that has been accomplished by a filmmaker ever, and I don't know if it's something that can be accomplished by anyone else again. And all the controversies and stuff just they just don't hold any weight to me, and I don't think they should for anyone else either. Please go check this movie out. It deserves to be seen on a giant screen. I'm very excited to rewatch this in IMAX 70mm. I hope I walk out of this the second time and I'm like, oh, this is one of the greatest things ever, like so many other people are saying it is.